Airbourne on May 14th, 2010. First, tell me about the band's history from its creation up until this point.
Well, I guess, the band's history, we started, we're brothers. We started in Warrnambool, Australia, and then we moved to Melbourne. We did a lot of touring through Australia. We all used to live in a house together for about 3.5 years. We used to live off pasta every day. Pasta, got on welfare and stuff like that. And then we moved to America. We toured. And we toured, we've just been on the road since. Everywhere, Australia, everywhere, UK, Europe, everywhere, all over.
How's the tour been going so far?
Yeah, really good. We're just out here, just back in the States again. Sunny weather, people drinking beers, having a good time. It's a full band bill, so everyone's, it's a bit like a mini festival in a theatre.
Alright. What songs received the best feedback live?
I guess, Wine in a Raft, Run Wild, Chewing the Fat, No Guts, No Glory. Pretty much all do.
Born to Kill, Raise the Flag.
Yeah.
Alright. Why don't you tell me about your new album, No Guts, No Glory? What does the title represent, and what was the concept behind creating this album in comparison to your previous album?
Well, No Guts, No Glory. I mean, with us, just a self-explanatory, just no guts, no glory. Give it all you got. And I think, the difference with this album, I guess, one thing we wanted to really focus on was getting the live sound to be brought forward. I guess more in the mix than the last one. That's where Mike Fraser came in, and he did a really great job of bringing in those mics that were in the far corners of the room and really capturing those sounds. Johnny spent ages, Johnny K, the producer, spent ages getting in the right spot. It worked out really well.
You want to add anything?
You summed it up pretty well.
Alright. How is it like being a part of Roadrunner Records?
Yeah, Roadrunner's great. They've got their own culture in the label. It's all about hard work, whatever it takes, do or die, and that's really good. A lot of their bands are on the label are touring bands, touring acts that spend a lot of time on the road. And Roadrunner understands that, and they have street teams, and they've always got their way of really getting to the core audiences. And it's a really good label to be a part of, and everybody that works there is a fan of music, music metal or something like that. I think it's actually a prerequisite. I think to actually be an employee, you've got to be a fan of music.
Alright. No Way But the Hard Way was the first single released off the album, and there was a video behind it. Tell me about the concept.
Yeah, the Hard Way video. Joe, just get on top of a building and rock out, and pretty much. Yeah.
Any temptations to want to jump over?
Well, they didn't have the fire hose up there to do the Die Hard thing. Yeah, that would have been fun. Yeah.
Alright. What are you most proud of about being a part of it?
I've got my brother Ryan. Well, you sit there on Saturday and say, check that out.
That's right.
How do you occupy yourself in between shows while on a tour?
What do? We just have a few beers.
Basically just drink. It's the blatant truth of it, we probably drink more than we should. But, it's always good to have a beer, and then usually have a beer with the locals, meet a few people, and just basically have a bit of a good time.
What does the rest of 2010 have in store for you?
Touring, pretty much. We will, after this tour wraps up, we go over to the UK and Europe for a bunch of festivals and stuff over there. And then we come back here to the US for Uproar tour, just in the summer. First, before that though, we do a Canadian tour, and then we do Uproar, and then we go to New Zealand and Australia, and then we go back over to Europe and the UK again. So that's sort of, and then that takes right up to Christmas pretty much, and then back to Australia for some stuff over there.
So basically zigzagging everywhere.
Yeah, it's a bit of a zigzag.
Alright. Back in 2008, you you guys were a part of the Mayhem Festival as well, as well as performing on the Jimmy Kimmel Live TV show. What were the pros and cons of that?
Mayhem, well, was pretty good. Sort of, went all around the US, went to pretty much every state. I see a lot of car parks. We were always in the Jaeger stage out there in the car park, and it was pretty good getting out in the sun. The weather was a lot like this virtually every day. Some of those months down in Arizona, they were really hot. Really hot. Take all those ballers and put out a bit of a smell. So, Jimmy Kimmel was good. We never really done sort of, I think it was the first American TV. It was sort of weird. You're sort of just trying to get your head around what's going on. It was good, a lot of fun.
If you could have anybody living or dead hear your music, who would it be?
I'd like Elvis to have a listen, that'd be alright. Get Bon Scott to listen, he'd love it. Anybody who wants to listen to it in the dead world.
That's about summing it up again.
Alright. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
Keep drinking and keep playing rock and roll.
We'll see you soon.